Welcome to this video about Glaze, a revolutionary technology that can protect your work from AI copyright infringement. In this digital age where artificial intelligence is increasingly used to analyze, process, and generate content, it's becoming more and more difficult for artists to protect their creations from being misused or exploited by AI algorithms. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in the world of artificial intelligence, then AI Topia is the channel for you. By subscribing, you'll have access to exclusive content on topics ranging from machine learning and natural language processing to robotics and computer vision. Glaze is a revolutionary technology that has the potential to change the way we think about protecting intellectual property rights in the age of artificial intelligence. One of the most significant advantages of this technology is its ability to interfere with AI models' ability to read their data. By modifying the data that an AI model is trained on using Glaze, the model becomes less capable of replicating the original work without permission. This is a significant breakthrough because it allows artists to protect their work in a way that was previously impossible. As AI becomes more prevalent in society, the risk of copyright infringement by AI algorithms increases. With Glaze, artists can safeguard their creations and ensure that their work is not used without their consent. Furthermore, Glaze has a broader impact on the field of AI and machine learning. By introducing modified data into AI models, it forces these models to become more robust and resilient to data manipulation. This means that AI models trained on Glaze-modified data will be better equipped to handle real-world scenarios where data is not always clean and free of manipulation. So how does Glaze modify the data that an AI model is trained on? And what are the implications of this modification for the AI model's performance? Glaze is a technology that modifies digital images to make it difficult for AI models to interpret them accurately. It works by adding subtle, imperceptible changes to an image that do not affect the overall visual appearance, but do alter the pixel values. These modifications can include changing the color values or adding small dots or lines that are invisible to the human eye, but can confuse an AI algorithm. One way Glaze can be used is to create a modified dataset that an AI algorithm is trained on. When an AI model is trained on a modified dataset, it learns to recognize and interpret the modified images, making it more difficult for the algorithm to accurately reproduce the original image without permission. By training AI models on modified data, Glaze can help prevent copyright infringement by making it harder for an AI algorithm to create exact copies of an artist's work. Glaze can also be used to modify images after they've been created. For example, an artist can apply Glaze to their original work to create a modified version of the image that is still visually appealing, but has slight modifications that will make it difficult for an AI algorithm to replicate the work without permission. What are the benefits of using Glaze? Glaze offers several benefits for artists and creators who want to protect their work from AI copyright infringement. One of the primary benefits is the ability to retain control over their intellectual property. By training AI models on data that has been modified by Glaze, creators can make it much more difficult for AI algorithms to replicate their original work without permission. This can help prevent unauthorized reproductions and limit the potential for infringement. Another benefit for using Glaze is the potential to prevent your work from being used in ways you don't approve of. With AI becoming increasingly sophisticated, there is a risk that it could be used to create derivative works or other types of content that you may not want to be associated with your original creation. Glaze can help reduce this risk by making it harder for AI models to accurately replicate your work, thus limiting the potential for unauthorized derivative works. In addition to these benefits, Glaze also provides a simple and user-friendly way to protect your work from AI copyright infringement. Rather than relying on complex legal mechanisms, Glaze offers a practical and effective solution for artists and creators who want to safeguard their intellectual property. But what are some of the limitations of Glaze? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. One potential concern with Glaze is that it may not be 100% effective in preventing AI copyright infringement. Although Glaze can make it more difficult for AI algorithms to replicate the original work, it may not be able to completely stop determined individuals from accessing and copying the work. Additionally, there may be ways to bypass Glaze or other similar technologies. This is why it's important to use Glaze in combination with other copyright protection measures, such as watermarking, digital signatures, and legal contracts. Despite this limitation, the use of Glaze can still provide a significant level of protection for artists and their work. By making it more difficult for AI models to replicate the work, Glaze can act as a deterrent to potential infringers and reduce the likelihood of unauthorized use. It can also provide evidence of infringement if someone does attempt to copy the work, as the modified data used to train the AI model can be compared to the infringing work to determine if there are similarities. Furthermore, Glaze allows artists to retain control over their intellectual property and prevent their work from being used in ways they don't approve of. For example, an artist may not want their work to be used in advertising or political campaigns, and Glaze can make it more difficult for AI algorithms to generate such content using the artist's work. What are some other ways that artists can combine Glaze with copyright protection measures to further secure their work? Glaze can be a useful tool for artists who want to retain control of how their work is used in the digital world. With the rise of AI-generated content, it's becoming increasingly important for creators to protect their intellectual property. Glaze provides an innovative solution to this problem by allowing artists to modify their data in a way that makes it more difficult for AI models to replicate their work without permission. One of the key benefits of using Glaze is that it provides a layer of protection against unauthorized use of your work. By modifying your data using Glaze, you can make it more difficult for AI algorithms to recreate your work in a way that is similar enough to be considered copyright infringement. This can be particularly important for artists who rely on their work for their livelihoods and want to ensure that they are properly compensated for their creations. Another benefit of using Glaze is that it can help to prevent your work from being used in ways that you don't approve of. For example, if you create a piece of art that you're proud of, you may not want it to be used in advertisements or other commercial applications without your permission. By using Glaze to modify your data, you can make it more difficult for AI models to create content that uses your work in a way that you haven't authorized. On the other hand, one of the potential drawbacks of using Glaze is that it can impact the accuracy of AI models. By modifying the data used to train the models, Glaze can make it more difficult for the models to accurately recognize and replicate the original work. This can be both a benefit and a drawback, depending on the situation. If the goal is to prevent AI models from replicating a piece of work with complete accuracy, Glaze can be very effective. However, if the goal is to use AI to analyze or interpret a piece of work for research or other purposes, Glaze could potentially limit the accuracy of the results. It's also worth noting that Glaze is a relatively new technology, and its long-term effectiveness and impact on AI models is still being studied. While it may be effective in the short term, it's possible that AI models will eventually be able to adapt and learn to recognize and replicate modified data. One of the main concerns is that Glaze may also interfere with legitimate uses of AI, such as research and development. By making it more difficult for AI models to read and understand data, Glaze could impede progress in fields such as medicine, climate science, and robotics. Another issue is that Glaze may not be foolproof, and could potentially be circumvented by sophisticated AI algorithms or human intervention. Additionally, implementing Glaze may require significant technical expertise and resources, which could be a barrier for individual artists or small businesses. It's important to weigh the potential drawbacks of Glaze against the benefits it provides, and to consider whether the technology is the best solution for your specific needs. Depending on your goals and the type of work you create, there may be other strategies for protecting your intellectual property that are more effective or practical. Do the drawbacks outweigh the benefits? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. So what are the main things to remember about Glaze? Glaze is a technology that has been developed to interfere with AI models' ability to read their data. The purpose of Glaze is to protect an artist's work from AI copy infringement. By training the AI models on data that has been modified by Glaze, it becomes more difficult for AI algorithms to replicate the original work without permission. The benefits of using Glaze are numerous. One of the main benefits is the ability to retain control over your intellectual property. With Glaze, artists can be sure that their work is being used only in ways that they approve of. And Glaze can help prevent an artist's work from being used in ways they don't approve of, such as commercial purposes or political propaganda. Glaze works by introducing subtle changes to the original artwork that are imperceptible to the human eye, but make it difficult for AI algorithms to replicate the work accurately. Glaze can also be used to create unique digital fingerprints that can be used to track and identify the original artwork. Are you tired of struggling to draw even simple sketches? Are you looking for a tool that can assist you in drawing without requiring professional skills? Look no further than AutoDraw's AI assistants. In my next video, I'll be demonstrating how this revolutionary tool can help you create beautiful artwork with ease.
To the human eye, but that make it difficult for AI algorithms to replicate the work accurately. Glaze can also be used to create unique digital fingerprints that can be used to track and identify the original artwork. Are you tired of struggling to draw even simple sketches? Are you looking for a tool that can assist you in drawing without requiring professional skills? Look no further than AutoDraw's AI Assistant. In my next video, I'll be demonstrating how this revolutionary tool can help you create beautiful artwork with ease.